Hello everybody, this is Oak Tree Tarot Reader here and welcome to my pick a card video. So today's question is, who is coming into my life and why? So I would think that this person could come into your life over the next month to 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. You might meet them. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be a very significant person in your life. They may just come in, you meet them once and then they go out again, but clearly there's some reason why you will meet them, and that's the purpose of the reading. So yeah, if they blitz in and blitz out, don't worry about it. Just see what you're meant to learn from them. So we've got options 1, 2 and 3. As always, I'm going to put the timestamps in the comment section and in the description box. In the description box, you'll find all the information that you need on the decks that I'm using, my Instagram account, and the information on booking a private reading with me, which you can do. But first of all, now I want you to consider the question: who is coming into your life, who is coming towards you, and why are they coming? I want you to just open your mind to it. Not sort of wish that you will meet somebody significant and for a specific purpose, but just be open to who is coming towards you. This can be meeting in person, online, or over the phone or anything. Any way that you communicate with people. Close your eyes, relax, take a few deep breaths and make your choice. If you would like a bit more time, then please press pause, because I'm now going to be moving on to the first reading. Alright, everybody that chose option 1, who is coming into your life and why? So this is the person. Who are they? In case you skipped the introduction, they might not be particularly important in your life, and it might be just that you meet them online, for some of you, or over the phone or whatever. The Tower, the 10 of Cups, Princess of Cups, that's the Page of Cups. So this person, I think they're really who they are. I think they're going to strike you, not literally hit you. They're going to be quite striking. I think they're going to probably come quite suddenly into your life, and I think they're going to be quite different. They're going to be someone, I suspect, that's not going to be afraid to make a splash, to be remembered, and I think you probably will remember them for quite some time. For some of you, they are a dramatic person who's possibly going to deliver some sort of truth. It doesn't mean that they're meaning to hurt you. It might be that all of a sudden they come and tell you something and it's like this blinding flash of clarity to you, or literally you're just struck dumb by them. They really strike you, and upturn things for you. I mean, we're veering into the why aspect here, but who is this person? Somebody, who's an upturner, somebody who's not afraid to dismantle the things in their life that no longer serve them. So if they have to have a fresh start, they will. They'll just leave things behind that they have to leave behind. They'll keep the rocks, the foundation, the sturdy parts, but the bits that won't withstand, fierce pressure will be gone. I mean, if the lightning has struck the rocks, it'll be fine, but the lightning has struck the parts of the tower that are falling apart anyway, that are weak and that won't withstand the blow. So there's somebody that recognises what isn't going to work for them anymore and what can't withstand the blow, and they will get rid of it. They will say, okay, I'm not happy in this job anymore, it's not paying me enough, it's not, I'm not happy here anymore, and I'm going to move on. They'll just not stay in dead situations. Sometimes that, they might need a bit of a kick to do that, but when the time comes and they have to make that decision and they can't delay it anymore, they will. They are actually very a happy person. They are happy. They value the people around them. They support their family and find happiness in family. and emotional contentment. You know, the rainbow is shining down on the happy family. They might actually be in a married couple with children. For some of you, this person. I'm just thinking it could be part of your family. But there's certainly somebody who is overall very, very happy in their life, and they may feel blessed and that they've got their happily ever after. So they might be living the life that they've always wanted to live, even if they don't actually have an established family. And the Princess of Cups. So they are somebody that's quite romantic, quite sweet, quite sensitive. You might perceive them as younger than you are, or that they look quite young and have a romantic look about them, maybe. That you feel, you know, they meet your romantic ideal, you know. Not that you necessarily will feel romantic love for them, although some of you might, because of the Tower and, you know, the Ten of Cups and the Princess of Cups. For some of you that might be like, oh, you love this person, but I think for a lot of you, you're just going to see them as very sweet, lovely, gentle, kind. They're not any kind of threat to you at all. I think overall, even though we've got this Tower card, I don't think there's somebody that maliciously causes chaos for a lot of you. They're just somebody that it might happen around them, or that they have, you know, their job involves dealing with people that are in trouble, that are emotionally in trouble or mentally in trouble or physically in trouble, you know, that they have to pick up the pieces. So why has this person come into your life? Empowerment. Can we see that? The Wheel, that's the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Vessels here. And so we've got excuse me, a lot about cups because it's King of Vessels, so that's the King of Cups. So they're here to empower you in some way. They're meant to make you feel empowered, make you feel capable of achieving what you want to achieve. I feel this person is going to say that, you know, there are truths, but they're going to come up with some sort of truth that's going to make you feel empowered. That they are going to sort of offer you a moment of clarity about your particular situation or relationship or something that's going on, and you're just suddenly going to feel, excuse me, really able to deal with something or someone, and you're just going to feel top of the world, that you can let out and roar and get everything done. And it could be just through their gentleness, weirdly, through their sense of completion and happiness, and that happiness is available, and that there's a message of, you know, like this romantic sensitivity and sweetness. The Wheel. They're going to change your fortune in some way, probably because of this sense of empowerment. I think they're going to give you a sense of personal empowerment, that anything that you want is achievable to do. That it might just be a kind word that they give you, like, oh, you can do it, I believe in you. Those words, I believe in you, really have an impact. And they're going to change your fortune in some way. They're going to get the wheel turning for you, prompt you to end a cycle or start a new one. You know, it's all about what the impact that they have on you, and they're meant to help and aid you in some way to do something, to achieve something. And it's to do with your feelings, and I think it's to mature your feelings, to allow you to develop a balance between your head and your heart, to have empathy for others, but also wisdom with that empathy. So you might have sympathy for someone and understand why something has happened, but you don't necessarily I'm trying to think how to phrase this. You're not going to let them have a free pass because of that. You know, you understand why something's happened, why this is done, but you still have to deal with your responsibilities. You know, you still have to face the consequences of your actions. So I think it's just going to really, this person is really going to allow and help you to grow up in an emotional way, to mature emotionally, to reach the peak of your emotional understanding generally in life, or due to a particular situation or event. And that you'll be able to look and say, well, actually I have more power now than I did before, and to get moving away from whatever it is and to build yourself up, to feel that, oh yeah, I can get over this breakup, or I can get over the disappointment, or do you know what, I just feel like, yeah, that really speaks to me, and I'm growing up. And it's sort of on your path to becoming a grown, mature adult person. And it doesn't matter what age you are, we all have space for learning and growth and development. And I feel overall for you that this person, and I feel through their kindness, their sensitivity, their positivity and their contentment, is really, you know, somebody that strikes people. It might be an inspiration, somebody that's just sort of someone that clears the decks. You know, the tower moment is when the things that no longer serve you are dismantled. It's shocking, it's horrible, but it's something that wasn't going to last anyway. It ends and is knocked down so that you can rebuild, you know. And that's the kind of person they are, and I think through bringing that clarity, they're going to empower you and allow you to move on and progress. And this is why this person who's imminently either just literally come into your life, or is imminently about to come into your life, is there to help you do something with your emotions, basically. And they're going to be quite nice and gentle about it, even though the message might be a bit shocking or destabilising or sudden. So yeah, so don't be afraid of this person. I don't really think they mean any harm, and I think only good can come from it. If you make the effort to be empowered and to be emotionally mature and to move on in some way due to this person, it will only do you good in life. So those of you that chose option 1, if you do meet someone like this and it does resonate, you know, I'll obviously have to wait, but please leave me a comment and let me know, because I'll be intrigued as to see if you do meet someone like this and you do recognise that this is the impact and why they've come into your life. If you do want a private reading with me, then check the description box, and you can contact me on oaktreetarotreader@gmail.com. Otherwise, I wish you all the best of luck for the future. Please take very good care of yourself, and thank you very much for listening to me. Bye. Okay, those of you that chose option 2, this is your reading. Who is coming into your life and why? So this is the who. Who are they? And remember, it's over the next sort of 4 to 6 weeks that you will come into some sort of contact with them. I've said like you might meet them online or whatever, but actually you might just come into contact with them and they're oblivious to your existence. I realised that after I'd done the introduction. It doesn't necessarily mean they're physically going to come into your life. But anyway, who are they? 10 of Pentacles. The Fool, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so they're quite focused on, I think, money, because we've got 2 Pentacles and we've got the Fool, obviously representative of starting a new journey. But I think 10 of Pentacles, it just strikes me as somebody that's quite established in their life. So they might be older, or at least living a life, and you think, wow, you're a bit young to have a partner and kids. But I think they're well established. I mean, it's a happy, well provided for family. I mean, he looks a bit fed up, but he's got his child, he's got his grandchildren, he's got his dog, he's got everything that's needed there, a home with everything that's there to support people. It's about sort of like the retirement card. It's coming to the end of your working life and preparing. You've done your job and now it's time for the next generation. So this person might be older, they might be retired, they might be somebody that represents what you're aspiring to in life in terms of what you earn, your finances, your career. I'm not going to describe them as a mentor, but there's somebody that is what you would like to be. You know, you look at what they have done and you think, yeah, at your age I'd like to be like that. So it can be, you know, not necessarily old as in like 70s or 80s, but somebody that's older than you. And if you are much older, it could be somebody of your generation that represents this kind of happy family, well provided for, security. Lots of security there, quite grounded. But they are starting off on a new journey, this person, or they could be quite light-hearted. You know, he looks really stressed out and fed up. The grandkids are pestering him and, you know, he just wants his quiet, peaceful house. But there's simultaneously somebody that likes a bit of a light-hearted adventure. Often with the Fool, it brings to mind that person in your life that's like a big kid. So they might be older, but they might just be quite jolly and fun and like cracking a joke. And sort of be up for a new adventure. So like you suggest, oh, why don't you try this? I'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll give that a whirl. And they're not worried about things going horribly wrong or failing or anything. They're just going to go off and have a bit of fun. And it's probably due to the fact that they do have quite a lot of security, so they can risk a bit more. And that's the thing about having a bit of security. It does allow greater risk because you have that framework around you to support you if things go wrong. You know, you can always go back home. So we've got here the Seven of Pentacles. And this is, you know, like the reaping the harvest, you know, taking care of the plant, and then it will reap, it will grow a crop, and then you can harvest it. And, you know, it's like going to work and then getting paid. So at some point there may be something that, you know, they're a person that invests in others and likes to see the rewards. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe they are a mentor, actually. Maybe they're a teacher or something to you. And, you know, they're investing their knowledge in youth in order to allow for future success. Because what I'm striking is that there's this druid here is cutting down mistletoe, and then the Fool is holding mistletoe. So it's almost like he's cut the mistletoe to give to the Fool from their journey. So it might be a case of somebody that does share their knowledge or their experience, or, you know, like this idea of passing it on. You know, like when you do a good deed, you say, oh, you know, don't do anything for me back, just pass it on. When you come and meet somebody that needs help, you help them, pass it on, and say to them, pass it on. Pass on the help or aid or something. Yeah, it's almost like they're there in their security and in their sort of reaping the rewards, you know, culling the harvest, and they're doing it with no fear of getting anything back, no fear of the future, that it will be, you know, any, you know, it's doing it for good. They're just doing it. They're not hampered by anything. They just want to do it. This person that's going to come into your life. So why have they come into the life? Why have you found this person, or why have they sort of wandered into your life, like the Fool? So we have Ace of Arrows, the breath of life. Knight of Bows, which is the fox. And the Four of Arrows, which is rest. So why have they come into your life? They've come to spark something new in you. A new idea, a new truth. It's sort of, the arrows is like the swords in this deck. And in this one, it's really about that new thing, that new spark, that breath of life, a new eureka moment, a moment of clarity and truth. About seeing a new life, literally. So by this person's example, you're going to see a new way of doing things based in the context of how you come across them. Is they're really going to encourage in you a new way of doing things, a new insight. And why they've come into your life: to get you moving. It's the fox. You know, the fox covers a load of ground. He's always, and he'll move quickly and out of sight. It's, you know, you don't always see a fox out and about. If you see a fox in daylight, they're probably not very well. They're nocturnal animals. But this one is out in the sun. in the, looks like autumny weather. So they're meant to get you moving. This is like the Knight of Wands, really. A traveller, an adventurer. In some way, they're meant to give you a kick up the bum, some of you, in again, whatever context you encounter them. They're meant to incur a new idea that's going to get you actually physically doing something, whether it's actually starting to follow your dreams or physically moving, as in you've wanted to go a particular place and they never have, and through meeting this person you're inspired or even supported to do that, because remember, it is a pentacle. They might have some way of supporting you going on that journey. But they're also, I mean, we've got the rest, which is the Four of Swords, is that the reason why they've come into your life is something to do with thinking, about going off and really thinking about it. You're meant to go off and reflect, and you know, it's about not saying everything but really going off and thinking about these things before you take any action. So in a weird way, they're meant to get you moving but also to slow you down, to reflect. So some of you might be constantly on the move, but in coming across this person, it inspires you to understand the importance of slowing down. That although you can move, it doesn't have to be as frequently as you do, or with the speed that you do. Yeah. You're meant to, this person has come to get something moving in your life. Maybe you're meant to be moving and not worrying about the movement. Maybe you're meant to be a bit more like they are, which is like the Fool. It's just interesting because there's movement and rest, movement and rest. Maybe something else is meant to be given a rest and you're meant to pursue something else. That's interesting. Well, those of you that chose option 2, obviously you'll have to let me know if and or when this person comes into your life, but would you please leave me a lovely comment and let me know how it goes, if you don't mind. If you would like a private reading with me, then you can email me on oaktreetarotreader@gmail.com. Everything's in the description box. But I wish you all the best of luck meeting this person. Please take very good care of yourself, and thank you very much for listening to me. Bye. Hello everybody that chose option 3. This is your reading. So who is coming into your life and why? I do feel the need to point out, because I forgot at the beginning of the video, you might, who's coming into your life, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to meet them. You might find them online, or you might just discover some of their work or something, but what, they've come into your life. This is the person and this is why. So who are they? Two of Wands. Princess of Wands. Prince of Wands. Okay, so they are fiery, energetic, passionate. They're just full of energy and movement. They are somebody that is absolutely a researcher and an investigator. They like to find out about the world, and that could be in any way. And they might not necessarily be that discerning. If they have an opportunity to learn something new, they will do it. If they see an opportunity to bridge the gap between one option and another option, they will do it. They're probably very, very curious. This is the person that looks at, normally looks at the globe, the world, and inspects and reflects. They just like looking out into the world. They're probably very curious, the sort of person that watches lots of documentaries and international cinema and TV and everything like that. They're just really out there. And they might be at this moment facing a choice for some of you, but no, I just feel that there's somebody that's out there, just inspecting, looking out into the world, and observing as well. The Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So we've got, this is just somebody that's out having a bit of an adventure. This person, I feel, might come into your life and go out just as quickly. I don't necessarily feel that this is a person that's going to stay in your life and be quite stable. So this is somebody literally could be travelling, you know, like on their gap year or something. But they're certainly not somebody that's a homebody. They're not somebody that's they're not cold either. They're warm-hearted and adventurous and probably quite funny and welcoming and everything, but you're not going to pin them down. Because the Knight of Wands, which is the ultimate mover forward, follows with his passions. He follows his passions, he follows his drive, he follows his inspiration and puts everything into it. You know, they're all wands, they're very fiery. You know, and they're they're not going to stand still. They might be the sort of person you just stop and stare at them open mouthed because of this force of energy and colour and vibrancy, you know. Really a sort of centre of attention person, but, you know, not necessarily mean with it, pleasant with it. They might not necessarily be very attention seeking. They're just excited about what's going on in their life. Move that forward a bit, because now we have why. Why has this person come into your life? Why are they there? We have Seven of Bows, which is clearance, which is another wand. Eight of Arrows, struggle. Seven of Arrows, insecurity. Okay, they're meant to rattle you up. They are meant to rattle you up. They're meant to blow a bit of fresh air into your life. They're meant to help you, to inspire you, I think, to clear out the dead wood, to clear out the things that no longer serve you, that are no longer doing you any good, and in some cases are holding you back. So you might look at them and think, oh my God, they're leading such an exciting life. Why am I not travelling around the world with a rucksack? Or why am I not so, you know, unafraid? Because this person isn't afraid. It doesn't mean that they're going to be completely successful, but they're not afraid of failure. They're accepting it as part of life. And you're looking at them, excuse me, and thinking, why is that, you know, why am I not like that? Why can't I be like that? And so you're meant to look at them and think, well, if I want to be like that, then I'm going to have to take steps to do it. But it's going to be a struggle for you, because I think that a lot of you that are choosing this option that come across this person, I think they might be a bit intimidating to you. There might be a bit, you know, sort of their light is blinding to you, and you're going to find that a struggle. And you're sort of, some of you are going to want to walk away from this person because it's just too much. It's too intimidating. It's too hot for you to handle. And you're going to go off where it feels cold compared to their warmth, and retreat into yourself and struggle on in a different route. And you're meant to do that. And I would suspect that the reason that that's happening is to teach you, A, to deal with the struggle, because struggle can help us grow and become stronger, but I think it's to encourage you to struggle to get rid of the things that aren't doing you any good in pursuit of the things that are going to do you good. You don't have to go their path and follow them literally. They're just meant to inspire you to recognize the place that you're in that's not good for you, that in fact you are struggling in this cold place against the wind, whereas you could be very confident and galloping towards a future that you're exploring. And they're meant to make you feel insecure, which, you know, in a way isn't pleasant, but, you know, we all have moments of insecurity, well, hopefully just moments. If you suffer from an extreme amount of insecurity, you know, speak to someone now. But you're meant to have that feeling of insecurity so that then you can struggle against it and get rid of it, and cleanse yourself of that insecurity and feel secure and feel capable and able and deserving of the life that you want, or the situation you want, the event you want, or even the person that you want. I feel, you know, meeting this person, a lot of you are going to feel not up to the task, that they're that you can't match their energy, you can't match their intentions. They're you know, you might feel dull and boring, and they're vibrant and as I say, hot and moving, and you feel stagnant in some way compared to this person. You could be incredibly vibrant and moving and everything's going great for you in your life, but in some aspect when you come across this person, you feel that you're left wanting. And you're meant to, because it's meant to incur all these feelings in you so that you can deal with them and get rid of them, so that you can think well, I feel insecure when I'm with that person, but actually I am perfectly fine, there's nothing wrong with me, and if I'm unhappy with the way things are going, that I need to work to change that. And this person really is meant to give you a kick up the backside, in order for you to confront these feelings, to either experience them for the first time and then sort of say, whoa, you know, deal with that, been there, done that, thank goodness that's over. And if this is sort of struggle and insecurity are a permanent place in your life, this person's here to help you clear that out and get yourself a fresh start, because you're seeing, I feel that you're seeing their fresh start and wanting it for yourself. But yeah, I feel a lot of you are going to meet this person and you're going to think, wow. And I think the struggle could be in being connected to them, even if it's just a case of going up and saying hello. For some of you, that's a struggle. And as I say, for a lot of you, this person's just a little short period of your life, because of the Wands, and the Prince of Wands is a very fast mover, a traveller, you know. And so even if they come into your life for a small blitz and it's a struggle for you to approach and meet them and talk to them or connect to them, when you do it, it's going to be better for you. You're meant to face your fears and go through the struggle in what you want that's in relation to this person. And this sense of feeling insecure, I think the reason why that they're into your life is to help you unravel these thorny, sticky, painful looking plant tentacles that are winding around you, and for you to pull out the arrows and to get rid of that insecurity and allow the greenery to grow and the abundance in your life to grow. Because they're either an inspiration, or by coming up with the courage to deal with them, it allows you to grow and to void out all the negative aspects of yourself, or that you feel is holding you back. Yeah, don't be afraid of them. I mean, this is all I can see, but what I'd say is don't be afraid of them, even if it's not a case of being in contact with them and you're just sort of blistered by them. You're meant to grow from this. Either because for the first time you feel that and you've never felt it before. It's not so much a blow to your ego, but it's going to allow you to grow as a person, to become more well-rounded, balanced and mature. And if you are somebody that suffers from insecurity and all that, they're meant to inspire you to be not necessarily more like them, for some of you, but just to be a better version of you, the best version of you there can be. So those of you that chose option 3, that's your reading. If you do meet someone like this and it does resonate, then please let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, if you would like a private reading with me, then all the information you need is in the description box. I wish you all the best of luck for the future. Please take very good care of yourself, and thank you very much for listening to me. Bye.